So let's talk about Nvidia. We all know the name, we've seen the headlines. But it really boils down to one huge question. Is this a boom or is it a bust? With every stock chart that goes vertical, you have to ask, is this for real or are we all watching a bubble get bigger and bigger? Today, we're going to dig into all of it, the numbers, their game plan, and the big threats facing what is, right now, the most valuable company on Earth.
Okay, let's just start with a number that's, well, it's almost hard to comprehend. $4.6 trillion. That's the market cap Nvidia hit by early 2026. I mean, to even try and wrap your head around that, think about this. That one company is worth more than the entire economy of pretty much any country you can name. It's just staggering.
And yeah, that number officially makes them the king of the hill, the single most valuable company in the world. So how on earth did we get here? I mean, this is the company that a lot of us just knew for making our video games look awesome, right? How do you go from that to this? Well, the answer is a single world-changing force, AI. All right, Section 1, the Blackwell chip frenzy, and frenzy is honestly the perfect word for it. The fuel for this absolute rocket ship is the global demand for their AI chips. And we're not just talking high demand. This is a feeding frenzy, an insatiable hunger from every corner of the tech world, all because Nvidia has an absolute chokehold on the market. And let's be super clear about this. Nvidia isn't just a player in the AI chip game. For all intents and purposes, they are the game. They control a staggering 80% of the entire market. Think about that. It's practically a monopoly. And when you have that kind of power, you don't just get to set the prices. No, you get to set the pace for the entire AI revolution. You call the shots for the rest of the industry. And that dominance, it has a very real, almost unbelievable consequence. Get this, their latest and greatest chip, the Blackwell AI chip, it's completely sold out. Not for a few months, it's sold out all the way into 2027. You have the biggest tech companies on the planet literally lining up with blank checks, and Nvidia can't make them fast enough. That backlog locks in billions and billions in guaranteed money for years. Okay, so Section 2, Big Tech's counterattack. Because look, when one company has that much power, you know the other giants in the room aren't just going to sit there and take it. They start to plot a rebellion. And here's the crazy part. The single biggest threat to Nvidia's crown, it's coming from their own biggest customers. You've got the titans, we're talking Google, Amazon, the big guys, and they are pouring billions of dollars into making their own chips in-house. Their goal is really simple. They want to break free from Nvidia. They want to control their own destiny, and frankly, they want to stop writing those gigantic checks. This isn't a friendly competition. It's a direct assault on that 80% market share we were just talking about. So the big question is, how does Nvidia fight back against this? Do they play defense? Nope, not at all. They're going on the offense. They're launching what is basically a preemptive strike, a whole series of super aggressive moves designed not just to stay ahead, but to try and lap the competition before the race even starts. And their strategy is basically a three-punch combo. First, they're reportedly skipping their 2026 gaming GPU refresh. Now, that is a huge deal. It's them telling the world AI isn't just our priority anymore, it's our entire reason for being. Second, they're dropping a cool $20 billion in OpenAI. Why? To make sure their hardware and the world's top AI models are practically inseparable. And then there's the third move, the real checkmate. And this is it. It's called the Vera Rubin architecture. This is their ace in the hole. It's a next-gen chip that promises to be 10 times faster than anything out there today. To put that in perspective for you, if Google and Amazon are trying to build a faster race car, Nvidia is over here trying to invent a teleporter. The goal is to make everyone else's chip obsolete before it's even released. Which brings us all the way back to where we started. The ultimate question. What does the future hold? We've got this insane boom on one side, a huge competitive threat on the other, and this wild, audacious plan from Nvidia to stay on top. So where does that leave us? What's the final call? Well, if you ask the financial world, it seems like they've already made up their mind. Wall Street is still incredibly bullish. You've got analysts out there calling for the stock to hit $350 a share by the end of the year. The feeling on the street is that Nvidia isn't just selling computer parts anymore. They're selling the shovels in a new gold rush. They're building the foundation of the entire future economy. So what do you think? Is this massive valuation the real deal? Is Nvidia truly the new backbone of the entire world economy? Or are we just watching a historic bubble blown up by hype
that's just waiting for a pin to pop it? The answer to that question, well, it's probably going to define the next decade of technology.